Arizona Cardinals. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the postseason on EA Sports. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, that's really all I need to say to get you fired up. It's the postseason on EA Sports.
And no one's more fired up than the guys who are going to be playing in this game. This is what they fought for all year long. Go back to the OTAs, the mini camps, training camp, throughout the season to get to the playoffs. The intensity level will be off the charts.
NFC Wildcard game. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First carry for James Conner. And nothing much material. Get a couple, and that's it.
Certainly a nice job there by getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Conner. Just a couple on the ground there. That's going to bring up third and about 6. 2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the second down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on third down to keep the drive going. This defense looking for an early stop. This is third down and 6. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. He'll dump this one off to Conner. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. In this case, he picks up a first down.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Here's Murray. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Chase Young able to get in there and run him down for what's going to be a loss of 15 yards all told.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. A heck of a play there on third down, but amazingly, they're still short for fourth. On fourth down, punt coming from Braden Mann. Back deep, Daz Newsome. A 39-yard punt, a return of 5, and it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. So out comes the Washington offense onto the field. They'll be led out by the #1 overall pick in the 2018 draft, the Oklahoma Sooner, Baker Mayfield. The first carry for the Memphis man, Antonio Gibson. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. A good gain on first. Has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29.
A handoff for Gibson.
And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
Good running right there. And this is a man who was a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances. And he picks up nice yardage on that one.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. To throw, Mayfield. Completes it to Hardman. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space.
On second down, a run with Gibson.
And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on second down and short. What I like to say?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well.
They'll run with Gibson.
And a little spin cycle. Room to run now. Touchdown, Washington.
Antonio Gibson.
51 yards.
And Washington has taken a first-quarter lead. And that one heck of a run right there. Once he got loose, you could tell that he was going to run a long way. That was pretty impressive.
And first and foremost, this is all about vision. He could see the play developing right in front of him. And once he's past the line of scrimmage and got a full head of steam behind him, he's just going to keep right on going.
The extra point by Sly is up and good.
And it's now a 7-0 game. So the drive there, 5 plays, 80 yards. And the last play, a really nice run that culminated in the touchdown.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Taking it about the 1. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
For most people, the excitement of the kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder into ball carrier, and down he goes.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line.
He'll throw from the gun. And this will be swung out here for counter.
They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Meanwhile, Murray's throw taken in by Slayton.
And they're able to get this one across the 35.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run. But for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time, they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Connor on 1st down, working his way forward for about 4 yards. 2nd down coming up.
Six yards left on 2nd down. Murray giving to Connor on the option.
And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game, because that was his longest run of this contest.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10.
And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
On 1st down, nothing opening up really on the running play. Give him maybe a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Murray. This one completes to Kelvin Harmon. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
From the gun on 3rd down, Murray.
And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home.
It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down.
Well, they sent him on the blitz from that linebacker spot, and boy, he got there quickly.
He certainly did, and obviously he could have used a block from his running back, but I think you nailed it right there. The defender got into the backfield so fast, it's hard for anyone to react.
Here's Braden Mann now,
as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time.
We got this.
Antonio Gibson and the Washington offense ready to go here once more.
It may just be the 2nd quarter, but he's in his zone, well on his way to eclipsing that 100-yard mark.
And when a back has a game, as we're witnessing right now, his name's going to be in the books, but it's really a collective deal, isn't it? Because that means he's getting plenty of blocking, a lot of help from his teammates, but he's making the most of it.
Yeah, he's made the most of it to this point. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. On the move to his left.
He'll check that down to Gibson out of the backfield.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
Now we've got whistles, and the man slow to get up here is Jones.
We'll check on his status when we get back. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Gibson here running out of the gun.
He'll be tackled shy of the 35. The power move there couldn't buy him much space. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
On 2nd down, here's Gibson again.
He finds some open field here. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
91 yards rushing for him in this first half, as he has certainly carried over his regular season success into the playoffs. On 1st and 10, it's Gibson.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Solid running there. And, CD, we hear so much about what it takes to win in the playoffs. Most people like to include having a strong running game in their assessment. And with this man in the backfield, this group has a strong running game, without a doubt.
Oh, I absolutely agree with you there, because in terms of yardage, he's a top 5 running back in the league. And in terms of impact on a game, not many better than him. And when they're flowing and he's carrying the ball consistently, they're tough to beat.
He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he's got it all the way down to the 12-yard line. A big connection on that one. 31 yards.
Big plays always wind up being a big theme as we get rolling in these playoffs, and the defenses that can avoid giving them up, but they're the teams that tend to go far. You may not eliminate those big plays, but if you can limit them, then you've got a chance to get to the ultimate game.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Antonio Gibson with his second touchdown here in this first half. And Washington going to add on to their lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And it's now 14-0. That drive goes 80 yards in 6 plays. And it was capped off by a 12-yard touchdown run.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. This fielded right at the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Arizona's offense back out and ready to go.
They've got to be a little shell-shocked. Down double digits at home in the playoffs. Still in the first half. They've got to turn things around quickly. Murray now on first down. And his pass incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Here's Murray. Screen pass to Connor.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
And that doesn't have to gain big yardage to be an impactful play, because if you can get those pass rushers second-guessing themselves that they might get hit with a screen, maybe you can wind up slowing them down just a step. And if you do that, that's a win for that play.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Here comes the Cardinals punter now as he's on to kick it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. So a change of possession here on the punt.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
They'll run on first down. It's Gibson.
And he'll get maybe a couple before he's taken down, as that will take us to the 2-minute warning.
Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line.
119 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Yeah, this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. From the 39, Mayfield.
That's out to the flat for Gibson.
And he's got room. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10.
That turned into a very well-orchestrated play right there. Going to work his way out of the backfield to the right, and after he looked it in, he found plenty of space to roam and picked up big yardage.
And that's just a solid, good physical run there as he motors for 9 yards.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts,
as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
On second down, here's Gibson again.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line.
They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3.
And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown.
Antonio Gibson
saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game.
And Washington able to stretch that lead out even further. So, CD, there didn't seem to be much resistance there down near the goal line.
Yeah, partner, from what I saw there, not a real good job of matching up defensively, because to me, it looked like they were just in their base 3-4 package. You need bigger bodies in there in a goal line type situation. The 3-4 fine between the 20s, but not down here when you're guarding your end zone.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. Now the Cardinals going to get the football one final time here in this first half. And we'll see what they want to do. Just 20 seconds remaining here before the half. An option handoff given to Connor. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. So we come upon halftime. You want the third quarter already? No problem. Let's do it.
Plenty of adjustments likely being made by both teams in their respective locker rooms. To find out who advances to the divisional round, let's get you back out to Brandon Gaudin.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. This will be fielded inside the 5, and he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
Washington takes over first and 10.
They go play action. Mayfield. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another first and 10. A give running right, Gibson. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49.
Another good run for him. What else is new? That'll put him right at 150 yards for the game, so he's really made his presence felt in this one.
A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. They'll go again with Gibson. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
On 1st down, Gibson. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
On 2nd down, it's Gibson. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 166 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. So 1st and 10. And if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. 2nd and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7. Mayfield off the play fake. Steps away. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete. So the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
They've been trying and trying, but they haven't sacked him yet. He's been able to get away and make plays. Tried to make another one downfield right there, but to no avail. They'll have to keep up the pursuit, though, and not let him get hot.
They got to get to the 23 here on 3rd. Working out of the gun. Mayfield. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. We talk a lot about setting the tone to start the game. Well, you want to start the tone right in the 3rd quarter as well, and nearly lost a football there in their first drive.
And sometimes we overdo it when we talk about halftime adjustments and what teams are going to do. Most of the time, it's just a matter of executing the game plan you brought in. But I'll guarantee you, they didn't draw that play up on the whiteboard at halftime. They're fortunate to retain possession.
So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little. And when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate. And in doing so, sent this one off target.
Murray now on 1st down. He's got Slayton on the slant. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away.
And this is caught inside the 5. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5. All the way to the 3.
Swim.
And they'll try the option on 1st and goal.
And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
It'll be Murray on the keeper.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Kyler Murray, a 3-yard run as he kept it himself. And the Cardinals cut into that lead. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And the lead will be cut down to 14. A drive there of just 4 plays. And the play that polished it off was the touchdown run by Kyler Murray.
From the 6. And able to get this out to the 25. Another drive coming up for this Washington offense. Their lead down from 21 to 14, but still sitting in a great spot. Up 2 scores here in the 3rd. Gibson gets hit, and he fumbles it.
And the Cardinals have got it, going the other way. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
Well, you had an offense working with a comfortable 2-score. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this.
We're going to shut you down.
After review of the play, the rules on the field is reversed.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. They'll start on the ground with Gibson.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
178 yards rushing for him now as he closes in on a 200-yard night.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a 1st down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
On 1st down, right back to Gibson.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. He continues to have a big night here under the lights carrying the football.
And some guys prefer night games. For whatever reason, their bodies react a certain way. They love the spotlight. Maybe that's what it is. The best seats in the house, the ones where he's carrying the football for his offensive teammates. The worst seats, the 11 guys trying to tackle him on defense.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Mayfield now. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection. One quarter remains in this NFC Wildcard matchup. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale.
It's Washington with the football and the lead as we start the 4th.
They'll run on 1st down. Gibson. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. Boy, that is a 7-yard loss. 2nd down now. Play fake. Mayfield. This pass going to be caught by Hardman.
You got it. You got it.
He's a gain of 8. And it brings up 3rd down.
Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is 3rd down.
Shotgun handoff to Gibson. And he'll only get this to about the 35. Well short of the line to gain.
Just a yard on the run there. That's going to bring us to a 4th down. And for the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. This to make it a 3-score game late. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And that'll push the lead up to 17.
So that almost certainly the final piece to this puzzle, a 3-score lead. I don't think there's any coming back from there.
Well, you know, normally I'd get on you for giving up on the game right here, but I do think you're right in this case. This late in the game, 2 scores is tough enough. 3, I'm with you. That seems out of the question.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And a nifty return there all the way across the 40.
Even after that big-time return, it's not looking great for them today. But if nothing else, even if the miracle doesn't happen, they can turn to this play and say, hey, we can move forward. Maybe it's a building block for the rest of the season.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray.
And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Murray throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Murray going to throw. Throw left side complete. That's counter. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And down inside the 10 at the 9. A big play there on the catch and run.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
Touchdown, Cardinals. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Cardinals have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
Gonzalez good on the extra point. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. So that drive, 4 plays. And it winds up in a touchdown for Arizona.
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Antonio Gibson and the Washington offense ready to go here once more.
I guess it kind of goes without saying at this point, but he's had a great game, as we like to say, a nose for the end zone, no doubt.
Continues to find it throughout this game, and I'm sure he's got a nice place to live. He might want to make an offer on the end zone for a second home, because that's what it's been like throughout this contest. He knows how to get there, and boy, he looks happy when he does.
He's already bought all the property in the end zone. That's the problem. He's going to sell to himself now.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. A give to Gibson running right.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
I'm sure that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Now a throw here to his running back. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. A big play there on the catch and run.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and look like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
Gibson.
And no signal yet. I don't think he got in. He didn't. They'll mark him at the 1.
Gibson again. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Antonio Gibson taking it in from a yard out. And Washington is able to stretch their lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Taken at the goal line. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far, and they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10.
Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete passer we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game. And that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them, holding them under 200 today.
Murray now.
Murray has it knocked loose, fumble. And it's Washington that scoops it up.
And he gets it back into the end zone. It's a fumble recovery leading to a Washington touchdown. So a great play there by the defense. If these guys are going to advance, and it looks like they will, this defense a big reason why.
And they love carrying the mantle for this team, don't they? You see the way that they move around out there? They want to lead this team deeper into the playoffs and hopefully onto the Super Bowl.
And that return for a touchdown certainly helps that cause.
This fielded right at the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Now Kyler Murray ready to get back under center.
And after a rough start, as we take a peek at the numbers, he's going in the right direction now.
So often when you see a game start the way we saw this one start for him, you just wonder if he's got a chance to bring it back at all. And that's exactly what he's done. Love seeing that happen simply because you know a guy has struggled, and now he's found a way to make things better. That's pretty good stuff right there.
That catch good for only a couple. To throw again on 2nd down. Murray.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Caleb Farley.
And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. They had him back deep, got the interception, and now they start inside the 10.
Partner forgets starting inside the red zone. They're inside the green zone. From the 10-yard line in, a lot of teams call it that because that's the money zone. Get it into the end zone and make your cash.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. Now Mayfield. The quick slant caught. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Now Joey Sly for the point after.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Well, that drive started with not a whole lot of real estate in front of them. In plus territory, excellent field position. 2 plays later, pay dirt.
This taken in at the goal line. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. And the football back in the hands of the Arizona Cardinals. Saying their fans here are stunned would be an understatement. Things in this wild card round have not gone according to plan.
To Connor on the check down. That catch good for only a couple. He's been a busy man here in this one, and they're showing off some nice footwork to stay in bounds.
And with those types of catches and the volume that we've seen in this game, wouldn't you keep him busy as well?
I would.
Of course. You got to keep throwing it to him. He keeps making plays.
They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
That ball caught by Slayton. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. First down, Murray. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. A gain of 6 there on first. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
He wants it all for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And he's going to miss this one. That is no good. Well outside the left upright. And this score will stay right where it is.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
Check back 11, check back 11. I'm coming.
A run by Bell on first down, going to go nowhere as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. When this offense gathers to watch the tape, they're going to like a lot of what they saw. They put up big numbers, but they might fast forward through that last play.
Oh, there won't be any fast forwarding, partner. I've sat in those sessions before. You end up spending more time on the bad plays than you do on the good ones. It's just the nature of coaches. But I know sitting in that room, when you've had a big game, the night that they've had, you don't want to hear that. You just want to focus on the good stuff.
On third down, here's Bell. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the first. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a fourth down.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
That's complete. It's Daz Newsome. And he's taken down inside the 30.
Come on now, let's go.
They said beginning of the season they wanted to get past the wild card round. Well, they just got past the wild card round.
How about that, being able to put the big check marks up in the locker room, right? Get to the wild card game, check, got that done. Win a wild card game, big check. Now you've got to go ahead and set your sights higher. There is a bigger prize out there, and they still have an opportunity.